Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to all my lovely regular viewers, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. So it's another Glitterbels tutorial, and as you know, I was down at my local Glitterbels distributor and I got Dragonfruit. I got a few other ones as well, but Dragonfruit was the one that really stood out for me. So I thought, let's get another summer set in before our summer ends. Although living in Northern Ireland, today looking out the window, you would think that it was February, and it's as cold as that as well. So I'm starting off on the ring finger, and I'm going to do an extended nail bed, and I'm using Pinkerbel cover for this. I absolutely love Pinkerbel cover. It's like my new fave. It's absolutely brilliant for doing ombres, for extended nail beds. Oh, I love it. Onto the middle finger now, and I'm getting in with the Pinkerbel cover, and I'm just going to extend the nail bed area again, but I'm not going to do it in the shape of a smile line. I'm just going to bring it down and cut it off diagonally. Once that has all cured, I'll take my hand file and I'll just crisp up that diagonal line. Back onto the ring finger now, and I'm just going to go back in with the Pinkerbel cover and just start to build my apex on this nail. And then we're back onto the middle finger, and I'm just doing exactly the same on it. I'm building up my apex. I wanted to get the extended nail beds done first so that they have time to cure, and then I'll move on to doing the coloured acrylic on the other nails. Okay, so now it's time to go in with the colour, and the colour I'm using is Dragonfruit, which is that really bright one on the right hand side of the screen. I thought Lava Lamp was bright, but wow, this takes it to a whole new level. It's absolutely gorgeous, but it's bright. It's kind of neon in your face bright. So I'm using with it the Magenta Violet just to kind of tone it down a little bit because it's so bright. So I'm going on to the little finger, and I'm going to do an ombre with the Pinkerbel cover. It's perfect for doing ombres, honestly. If you are thinking of getting a cover powder, that is the one to get. It's, oh my goodness, it's amazing. So yeah, I'm going in with like 2/3 of the nail. I'm using the Dragonfruit. I'm going to feather it up towards the cuticle, and then when that's dried, I'm going to come back and put on the Pinkerbel cover. When I'm doing an ombre nail, I always prefer to have the base colour cured. That way, whenever I go in with my transition colour, I get a better ombre. So moving on now to the pointer finger, and I'm going in with a bead of the Magenta Violet and the Dragonfruit. I've kind of double dipped my brush and I'm going to be doing a marble in this nail, so I'm also going to be using Snowdrops White. So when I'm doing a marble, I prefer to work in kind of like really small beads. I like my marble to be a bit more concentrated, and I think you've got more control over it whenever you do it with smaller beads. So to do the marble, I'm starting off with the Dragonfruit, and then on top of that I put the Snowdrops White and then the Magenta Violet, and just using the tip of my brush I just kind of gently guide it into the marble and then to the place where I want it on the nail. By keeping it in really small beads, you definitely have more control over it. When you try to do it with too big of beads and really wet, sometimes they do start to like fall off the nail, and it can end up a bit of a mess underneath. So I definitely prefer to work with the smaller beads. With the dragon fruit being really bright, I think it has completely overpowered the Magenta Violet, so I'm just going in with the Magenta Violet separately and just adding it to parts of this marble. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some glitter, because it wouldn't be a set of my nails if we didn't have some glitter. So I'm using Earth today, which is a mix of fine glitter and chunky bits. So if you have these glitters, you're better to give them a good shake up to try and get all the smaller glitter bits to come up to the top. Otherwise it's just all the chunky bits. So yep, give them a shake. So I'm back now onto the ring finger, and I'm just taking my hand file and just crisping up that smile line so that I can go ahead and place the dragon fruit, and then I'll pop onto the middle finger and I'll just crisp up that diagonal line that I did. So I've sorted out the extended nail beds, they're all nice and crisp, and now I'm going back onto the little finger and I'm going in with the Pinkerbel cover, and just wait and see how easy this is to ombre. This is just like, look at that ombre, it's just so easy. I didn't think that this actually would have covered over the dragon fruit, but wow, it has. I absolutely love it. But I am going to go ahead and I'm going to extend the ombre just down the nail just a little bit more. Whenever I'm doing my clients, I would always ask my client, if I'm doing an ombre, do they want more of the colour or do they want more of the cover pink that I'm using? Especially when you're doing like baby boomers, I think it's nicer to have more of the pink than the white, but then it definitely comes down to personal preference. But I'm so pleased that the Pinkerbel cover actually covers this dragon fruit because it's so bright. And then just to finish off the pinky before I cap it, I'm just getting in with some more of the Earth pre-mixed glitter, and I'm just doing that in my little swishy S shape that I normally do. Back again now to the ring finger, and I'm going in with the Dragonfruit, and I'm going to be doing a vertical ombre on this nail just on the free edge area, so I'll be using both the Dragonfruit and the Magenta Violet. I'll not be putting any glitter on this nail because I will be adding rhinestones at the end. So to do this vertical ombre, you need to work really wet, especially right down the center where you're going to be doing that ombre. So I'm putting on the paler color first, which is the Magenta Violet. I'm going to build that up, and then I'm going to add the Dragonfruit, just really wet, almost like a color wash just over the Magenta Violet. Back again now to the middle finger. It really seems like I'm jumping from one nail to another, but whenever you're working on both hands, it's so much easier because while you're working on one hand, the other one's curing. But for the sake of the video, I just have to keep coming back to the one hand, and you know, I have to wait on it curing, so that's why I'm going on to do, you know, more stuff on the other fingers or the thumb. So I'm back onto the middle finger now, and I'm going in with the Dragonfruit, and I'm going to do some color blocking in this nail. So after the Dragonfruit has cured, I'm going to go in with my hand file again and just crisp it up. So moving on to the thumb. Yes, I'm doing another thumb on this video. I think I'm going to try and do the thumbs from now on, just to, you know, kind of have like a complete set. So usually whenever I'm doing the thumbs, I do them the same as the pinky, the little finger. So I'm going in with the Dragonfruit over 2/3 of the nail, and then I'll do the ombre with the Pinkerbel cover and add some of the earth glitter just to finish it off. Sorry, I keep sort of like coming out of frame when I'm trying to do these nails. I don't know, I think for some reason I start to like shift down the table for some reason, but anyway, I've went in with my hand file and I've just crisped up the Dragonfruit. Oh my goodness, that was such a mouthful to say, like crisped. I wanted to say that I made it nice and crispy. No, but I didn't make it crispy because I made it more crisp. But anyway, you know what I meant. So now I'm going in with the Magenta Violet. I'm just working that product a little bit because it does naturally marble. So I just want to get the colour more consistent. And then I'll come back whenever that one has cured and I'll just crisp that one up again. So while I'm waiting on the Magenta Violet to cure, I'm going back onto the thumbnail and I'm going in with the Pinkerbel cover just to do that ombre. And then because I do the thumb and the pinky finger the same, I'll go in and finish this nail off by applying the Earth pre-mixed glitter. So while I'm waiting on the Magenta Violet to fully cure, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cap the index finger, and then hopefully I'll be able to go on to the middle finger and finish that one off. It's finally cured, so I'm going in now with my hand file and I'm just going to crisp up that diagonal line, and then to finish this nail off I'm going to apply some of the Earth pre-mixed glitter just to the free edge. I'm going to butt it up against that Magenta Violet, and then that will be that nail finished. So now that I've applied all the coloured acrylic and all the glitter, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cap the rest of the nails and glass slippers, and then once that's cured I'll come back and start my filing routine. Okay, so we're all nice and cured and I'm going to go in and start my filing routine. I am going to only show one of the nails being filed just to keep the length of the video down. So my normal filing routine is I start at the side walls, I make sure they're nice and straight, and then I go to the lower arch and make sure that's nice and straight and coming out in line with the natural nail. After I've done that, I will go to the free edge and make sure that's nice and straight and the shape that I want it. I do also go in and use my 5-in-1 e-file bit. It's absolutely amazing. I would advise anybody, if you use an e-file, to invest in one of these, because they literally cut your time down by half. You can get really, really flush at the cuticle, you can take colour off with them, you can debulk the nails, you can do so much with these e-file bits. So after I've done all that, I will go back in with my hand file and just crisp everything up, and then I'll finish off with my buffer. So I've finished my filing routine. I'm just going to give them a quick cleanse over with some alcohol, and then I'm going to go in with my Glitterbels, no white top coat. I am also going to add some rhinestones to this set, but I don't show them in the video just to keep the length of the video down for you guys. It's literally, I'm only placing them on one nail, or sorry, two nails. The ring finger, I'm going to do a cuff of rhinestones, and on the middle finger, I'm going to be doing rhinestones just where the colour blocking is, but you'll get to see them at the end. And here is the finished set, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up. And I'm going to show you a little preview or a little side picture showing the apex. Again, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, you could go ahead and do that now. And hit that little notification bell. That way you won't miss any more of my videos. And I will see you all in the next one. So take care. See you soon. Bye.